Hey, what's good, guys and girls? It's me, Lucen here, and in today's video, I want to talk about the Reze movie I watched yesterday. It's literally peak fiction. I genuinely do think it's peak fiction, and I genuinely do think Reze is the baddest bitch ever to ever cross my eyes. So, with all that being said, I just want to talk about what I find funny in the movie, the moments I enjoy in the movie, what's silly, what I really want to talk about, just what I really want to talk about, what's on my mind after watching the movie, and I'm just gonna be going over the notable moments that I want to discuss, and yeah, let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is when Denji first meets Reze when they're both trying to escape the rain, and they go into this phone booth. Denji is already in the phone booth, and Reze runs up into it, and they're and there's something really deep and philosophical about the way this all happens, you know? It's like they're both trying to escape the rain, the never-ending downpour of this twisted world. And they're just enjoying each other's company while doing it, man. And it's something is really it's really hits deep, man. It really does hit deep. I don't really know how to describe it. I really do wish I could describe it better, but it just feels so deep and philosophical to me that you can find happiness in the rain. That's all. That's yeah. That's the quote. You can find happiness in the rain. I don't know what type of riz Denji has, but he's making this bitch laugh her ass off in that phone booth. Like I don't know what he did, but she's literally laughing at everything he says, and he's not even trying to make no jokes. He's not even trying to be funny, and she's laughing at everything he says, bro. I really can't get over. I really can't get over this, man. And her laugh is cute as hell. I love everything she does in this movie, bro. Like not even on no motherfucking, not even on no type of shit, bro. I just love everything she does in this movie, man. I actually love Reese so much, and you'll see, bro. But yeah, she's laughing her motherfucking ass off, and a little bit later, Denji starts having this fucking coughing fit or whatever the fuck, and looking like he's about to throw up, and then he actually throws up or coughs up rather. I don't know which one, but he coughs up this flower he ate earlier, a little bit earlier in the movie. He coughs up this flower he ate earlier, and then he gives it to Reese like it's some magnificent ass gift or something like that, bro. He gives this flower he coughed up to Reese, the white flower. He gives it to Reese, and this bitch has the best smile on her face, man. She has the widest smile on her face right now, bro. Like this bitch is actually, has, bro, is actually grinning ear to ear right now with the way she was looking after Denji gave her that flower that he coughed up. Like you really can't believe this shit. But yeah, that was this top 10 silly moment for me, bro. That's a top 10 silly moment for me, and I really can't get over it. Like he gotta have some insane riz to be coughing up a flower and giving it to a bitch, and then she actually likes the gift she received. Like he has to have some insane motherfucking riz for that to actually fly. Is what I'm trying to get across to you guys right now. But yeah. So a little bit later, Denji is real as fuck for this. Denji is real as fuck for this. He starts making this face like he's disgusted from drinking the fucking coffee, and he's real as fuck for this because I'm not gonna lie, coffee tastes like fucking leather. Coffee tastes like leather fresh off of your couch. So Denji is real as fuck for this. He makes this disgusted ass face, and then he says coffee is gross, and then I think Reese says something. I don't really know what she says, but I don't know. I do know what she says. She says something about him being childish for not liking coffee. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong though. I'm not really sure. I can't really remember, but that's basically what she said. That's basically what I remember her saying. So it's a funny move. It's a funny moment in the it's a pretty funny moment in the movie, and I that's one of the few moments I actually like that I found silly. Is what I was trying to say there. Um. What next? What next? All right, so the bullet point I have here is, oh, she says, so when she says he's, wait, oh, okay, so after after this, a little bit after this, Reese says he's oh bro no, because it's actually funny. Reese says he's a weird one for hunting devils, for actually hunting for being a devil hunter instead of going to school. And then she points at him. She points at him from the side while wagging her finger to point at him. And she says he's a weird one. He's a weird one for doing that. Hunting devils instead of actually going to school. And we'll find out later in the movie that she hasn't gone to school either. She actually hasn't even gone to school either. And it's really heartbreaking because their dream is for them to go to school together. And then later, way later in the movie, towards the end, we learn she hasn't even gone to school herself. So it really is heartbreaking to actually think about. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. So I just found that moment silly too. I love when Reese does her whole sexual humor thing. She writes balls on a piece of paper and makes Denji read it, and I really found this moment silly as fuck too because, like her whole thing. Well, not her whole thing, but it really is a significant part of her thing. Is that she does this sexual humor thing, and I didn't really like it, bro. Like I can really fuck with it. I can really fuck with it, bro. Shorty low key freaked out, and that's why Denji keeps calling her a sex crazed girl every time she makes a sexual joke. Like you can really fuck with her being this freaked out. You can really fuck with her being this freaked out. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, she does that whole thing and makes him read it, and then she laughs. Wait, hold on. She laughs her ass off after this nigga says that balls is the only thing that he can read. Like, what are you talking about? It's the only thing that you can read on the paper. What are you actually talking about? Like, bro, this nigga Denji, bro. This nigga Denji is actually wildin', bro. Like, you wouldn't believe your eyes, bro. You wouldn't believe your eyes. Uh, shortly after, shortly after this, she sways her head down and shoots Denji this teasing look before scooting closer to him and wrapping her arm around his shoulder. And I love her energy here. So she shoots Denji this teasing ass look. She shoots Denji this look of pure sex, bro. She shoots Denji this look of pure, like the embodiment of sexual energy, bro. The embodiment of sexual energy comes out of this look, bro. Like she looks like the baddest bitch ever when she does this whole head tilt thing and then shoots him the look. She looks like the baddest bitch ever, man. Bro, I actually lost, bro. This is where I lost, bro. I actually lost upon seeing that. After they get done doing whatever they were doing at the coffee cafe, they plan to meet. They plan to go to this school late at night. They plan to go to this school late at night so Reese can teach him some shit. I guess I don't know. And it's dark as fuck. Nobody can see nothing. She can't see nothing. He can't see nothing. And Shorty, this is a moment I also. This is another moment I also like. Shorty admits she's a little scared, so she wants to hold Denji's hand. She wants to hold a real nigga's hand, bro. So she ends up holding a real nigga's hand, that being Denji, and they low key start holding hands, bro. They low key start holding hands like couples that be all up on each other in the hallways. I know you know them couples that be all up on each other in the hallways. They start holding hands like that, bro. They start holding hands while while they swinging it up and down while they're walking in motion, bro. Like they start they low key start holding hands like that. And and if a girl is holding your hand like this, that's low key peak cracking time, bro. Like that's on some cracking time. That's on some cracking time shit, bro. That's peak cracking hours, bro. Cause if a girl is all up on you and she says she's scared and it's dark, bro, like that's the time to crack, bro. That's the time to crack. So Deji low key took a big, massive ass W here, just by getting a girl to hold all up on him like this. Late at night, mind you, too. So, like, bro, he low key won here. And I just find it so silly, bro. So silly and so silly and what's the word, bro? So silly and cute that they hold hands like that while they're walking, and they're low key, you know. All right. Besides that, when they get to the classroom, Denji sits in a seat, and this bitch Reze right here is low key teaching him some silly shit. So she starts by teaching him 1 plus 1. You know, pretty simple, right? She starts by teaching the guy a 1 plus 1, and I don't even think he gets it right. Well, maybe he gets it right, bro. Like, I don't know why I'm doubting him like this, bro. Like, I low-key feel like Digi would say some stupid shit besides the correct answer, the 1 plus 1. But I think he actually does say the right answer here, if I remember correctly. Um, and that's pretty good for him, I guess. But so she starts by teaching him 1 plus 1, and I don't know how we jump to this conclusion. I don't know how the fuck we get here, but she writes big ass on the chalkboard, and then she asks Denji if he knows what it means, and, and then I think Denji calls her a sex crazed girl again. So and then she says, "You do know what it means," in a teasing ass voice, bro. In a in a Mesugaki ass voice, in a teasing ass voice, she says, "So you do know what it means," and so she says this right, and she says this right, and I can't even remember what happened after that, bro. I just know he calls her a sex crazy girl after this, and it's low key fucking hilarious. It's low key hilarious. Um, after all this happens, Denji, eh, fuck, Denji says his head is hot, right? This girl Reese whispers in his ear all seductively, bro. This girl Reese whispers in his ear all seductively. Do you want to cool off then, or something along those lines? That's not verbatim, but something along the lines of that. She said, so you want to cool off then? And then they low key get in this pool, and when they get into this pool, they seem to be butt booty ass naked, dick, pussy, vagina, cock and balls all out. Like, they seem to be naked as fuck in this pool. Cause I'm looking at her and she don't got no top on. She don't got no bottom on. Like, yo, like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at, but when she's in this pool, she don't got no type of top on or nothing, bro. Like, they did not bring their swimming gear, bro. They're fucking I don't even know, bro. It's like they're fucking skinny dipping in this bitch, bro. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on here, bro. Like, like that was low key crazy to see. Cause why are they both butt ass naked in the pool, in the school pool, mind you, late at night? And it's low key, low key silly too. Denji's hitting the fucking water hard as fuck, splashing water on her. It's pretty silly and lighthearted to just to see, and yeah, they just playing around in the pool together. They just playing around in the pool together. It's fun. It really is fun. Reese Reese is temporarily okay. So what happens next after this is Reese is temporarily away from Denji, washing her face off or whatever the fuck she's doing, whatever the fuck she got to do. I don't know why she's washing her face off. I really couldn't tell you the reason, but she's washing her face off, and then this murderous ass nigga starts chasing her. And then when they get to the top of the roof, when they get to the school rooftop, we think they want the audience to think that she is cornered. They want the audience to think she's cornered, so she stands still. She stands still, stiff as a motherfucking board, while this dude has a knife. And then after whatever this stupid ass nigga says some crazy shit, and then he charges at her, and then instead of transforming, this bitch screams to the top of her motherfucking lungs. Instead of actually transforming into the bomb devil, she just screams at the top of her lungs. And then she doesn't even transform here, bro. She whoops this nigga's ass in human form. She whoops this nigga's ass in human form without even doing any any type of special shit that she normally does. Okay, so he charges at her, and then she grabs his arm throws him throws him off to the motherfucking side. And then I think she kicks this nigga, bro. I think she kicks this yo, yeah, she I remember it clearly now. She kicks this nigga straight across the face. She kicks this nigga across the face, and then she somehow gets behind him and chokes him to death. Like she does the fucking you know when you're trying to pull out, you know when you're trying to hit your bitch and when you're trying to hit your bitch in missionary. You know when you're trying to hit your bitch in missionary and then she wraps her legs around you so you can't pull out. That's basically what Reese does in this scene, except it's from behind him and she's also choking this nigga to death. That's basically what Reese does. That's basically what Reese does here. I'm not even lying. I don't even know how she got behind him. Well, I do know how she got behind him, but it's like, what is the purpose of it when you can transform into the bomb devil and just take care of him? Well, actually, actually, I do know a reason for this. I do know a possible reason she didn't transform into the bomb devil. It's probably to not blow her cover yet. Not blow her cover yet until she actually has Denji in a spot where she can kill him more effectively because Denji was still in the school while this was happening, so she can't just blow up the fucking school. So actually, I do do know a reason she didn't transform. Actually, but yeah, like this bitch is crazy as fuck though. Like how I didn't know she was that cold with it. She whooped this nigga's ass in human form. She actually washed this nigga. She actually rinsed this nigga. She rinsed this nigga in human form. She didn't even have to transform. She just kicked this nigga clean across the face. No, no, she threw him out the way, kicked him clean across the face, then went behind him and choked him to death and leg locked him at the same time. Like, you can't tell me she's not cold as fuck for doing that shit. Like, bro. And to add insult to injury, bro. To add insult to injury, she starts singing while she's choking this nigga to death. She literally starts singing while she's choking this nigga to death. It's the most demonic shit I've ever seen in my entire life. She starts choking. No, no, she starts singing her heart out while she's choking this nigga to death from behind. Like, on, like that's some crazy shit, bro. That really is some crazy shit. Like you know she's serious business. If you know she's serious business, she is not one to be messed with. If she's choking this this nigga out while singing, mind you. Like, but it is just crazy, man. I'm sorry I'm talking about this part for so long, but like she screams like she's the one in danger, but we already are. We She screams like she's the one in danger, but we're already familiar with her game, bro. We're already familiar with her game. You're not in danger, so I don't know why this movie made her scream like she's the one in danger, even though we already know she has immaculate fighting skills. We already know she has immaculate fighting skills, so yo, it was just silly to me, bro. Like she knows she's not in danger, bro. Uh, so she gets back. She gets back after whooping this nigga's ass and choking him to death, and she goes back to the classroom Denji is staying in, and she scares him, bro. She low-key scares the fuck out of this nigga by peeking her head out. She peeking her head into the door, and then saying boo, saying boo. Like she thinks she's a fucking ghost or something, bro. She genuinely thinks she's a ghost. The way she just said boo. And the funnier part is Denji actually got scared by this shit. Like I don't know how he got scared by this shit, bro. Right after this, they go to the festival. It shows them going to the festival, and there's no talking throughout the entire thing, but you can see they're clearly enjoying themselves. Reese looks to be having a fun time. She ate cotton candy, I'm pretty sure, and did whatever else at the festival. And Denji is enjoying himself. Is enjoying himself too. They both seem to be laughing. We don't hear none of this shit, by the way. We don't hear none of this shit, but they seem to be chilling, bro. They just seem to be vibing out. They seem to be chilling, and it looks to be going well. It looks to be going well. There's no reason at all that this bitch should have any reason to betray him, right? There's no reason at all that this bitch should have any reason to betray him. So it cuts. So we it cuts to this hill after they spend their time at the festival. It cuts this hill. The festival is still happening, by the way. So it cuts to this hill. They're on top of Makeout Hill or whatever the fuck they're at, and she confesses her feelings. She confesses her feelings to him, and that's what happens there. That's what happens there. And she no, she confesses her feelings to him, and as the fireworks are going off, she throws her face onto his face, bro. She throws her face onto his face. What I'm basically trying to say is she unexpectedly kisses bro, and he didn't even know it was coming. But what he also didn't know was, but what he also didn't know was coming is the fact that she was gonna bite his tongue right out of his motherfucking mouth. She bites his tongue right out of his motherfucking mouth. She bites his tongue right out of his motherfucking mouth as the fireworks are going off. All right, so that's what happens. Clean out of his motherfucking mouth. He didn't even know it was gonna happen. And she betrays the fuck out of this nigga. I'm not even lying, bro. She starts grinning ear to ear, then with her mouth covered in blood from his tongue, grinning ear to ear, opens her mouth and sticks out her tongue, revealing Denji's severed tongue on top of her own tongue. And then I don't know what she said, bro. I don't even know what she said, bro. But she bit out this nigga's tongue. Then she quick, and then she's just standing over this nigga menacingly. She's standing over him menacingly. She's menacingly standing over him. After biting out his tongue, he falls back. He falls back, and she's just standing over him while this whole thing happens. He tries to transform. He tries to transform to avoid further damage, but but she slices off his arm. Wait, no. Before she slices off his arm, she slices his neck, and then he tries to transform, and then she slices off his arm, and then she says it hurts. Like, bitch, of course it hurts. You fucking, bro. She betrayed the fuck out of this nigga, bro. Of course it's gonna hurt, bro. Not only does it hurt emotionally, but it hurts physically because she's trying to kill this nigga. So, so yeah. She basically tries to fuck him up and says she wants his heart. So uh but she kisses him again. No, the crazy thing about this is she kisses him again and then says she's gonna take his heart now. Like, she's literally trying to steal this nigga's heart out of his body. Like, this is the craziest fucking well, this is the craziest relationship ever, bro. Like, she is literally trying to take this nigga's heart out of his body. Like, just let that sink in for a moment. And what the hell else? What the hell else? All right, so the shark nigga saves Denji, and then another cool moment I want to talk about is when she first rips the grenade pin out of her neck and says "boom" for the first time. The first time when she did this, when I saw this for the first time, white tears of joy ran down my leg. I'm not even lying. White tears of joy ran down my leg seeing her cutely say "boom" for the first time. White tears of joy ran down my leg upon witnessing pure peak like this. It really does not get any better than this. And hold on. Let me look at my fucking notes again. Let me look at my notes again. Her transformation is sexy as fuck, bro. Her transformation is actually sexy as fuck. And to top it all off, she does this explosion boost jump off of the fence. It goes flying right in Denji's direction. She goes flying right towards Denji. Bro, that's the coolest fucking, like, that's low key the coolest shit I've ever seen. Like, she does this fucking big ass explode. She does this big ass explosion jump off the fence and just zooms towards the nigga. So. Yeah, I just found that really cool. I found that like at least a top 10 moment in the movie. Like, that shit is cool as fuck. Like, so much so that it made me want to talk about it. It really did make me want to talk. Like, that's probably inspiration for the entire video right there. Like, that moment alone is what I'm trying to say. Uh Yo, she's fully clothed. Okay, another thing I want to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about. She's fully clothed when she first turned into the bomb devil, but she gets increasingly more revealing. Like she gets increasingly more naked in a way, is what I'm trying to say. As the fight goes on, bro. Like I don't know what the hell be going on, but she gets increasingly more naked as the fight goes on, bro. And it's actually insane to witness. Like she has boots on when she transforms into the bomb devil, but later in the fight she's gonna be butt ass naked and have it. Later in the fight she's gonna be butt booty ass naked and have her feet exposed. She's gonna have her feet exposed. She's gonna have cleavage coming out the top of her motherfucking like thing. Like it's gonna be like she's wearing a naked apron, pretty much. It's literally gonna be like she's wearing a naked apron when at the end of this fight, bro. At the end of this fight, and even midway through, it's gonna be looking like she's wearing a naked apron. Like I don't know what you want me to say. Like this, but this movie truly does get wild sometimes. Denji and Shark Boy. That's not his actual name, Denji and Shark Boy. But wait, that's not his actual name, but that's what I'm gonna call him because I think it's pretty funny. Managed to escape while Reze isn't looking, so Reze quickly tracks them down, and they run and they run to the place where Aki and the Devil Hunters are at right now. And yo, yo, like the shark nigga's actually scared out of his mind, bro. Bro, if a bad bitch chased me trying to kill me too, bro, I think I'd be scared out of my mind too. I'm gonna be honest with you. But but another funny moment I want to talk about, like, and this happens right after they say Bomb Devil is chasing them. This girl starts trolling the fuck out of the Devil Hunters, bro. And this is low key so funny. This girl starts trolling the fuck out of the Devil Hunters by saying she's the one being attacked when she's actually the attacker. Like she's the threat, and she's trying to say she's not the one being attacked right now. Like that's actually crazy. So after her little fucking trick doesn't actually work on them, and they decide they're gonna handle this bitch the normal way. They're gonna handle this bitch the normal way they handle any other devil. but she's but it's low key a cute moment too because she low key nonchalantly says she's gonna have to kill all of them right there, just because her little trick didn't work. I mean, I'm pretty sure she was gonna kill them anyway, even if her trick did work. That's the thing about her. So it's low key a cute moment too. Um, they don't buy it though and decide to handle her. They don't buy it and decide to handle that bitch the normal way. And oh, I already said that shit. Yeah, they fuck up her body. So what happens next is they fuck up her body by putting mold in her vital organs. So she blows her head clean off, and somehow is still able to walk around like nothing happened. Like you can't even tell me like this shit isn't crazy. How is she able to walk around normally like nothing happened when she blows her head clean off? Like how does your own body become an explosive at that point and then becomes not like I don't understand this shit. How is your no, bro, it's literally hurting my head trying to think about it right now. How do you when you transform you become a different person but your body still is moving completely fine separately from you, like your body is moving separately from you, but you're also moving in your transformation form away from your body. Like how are they moving separately? Bro, yo, like yo, I'm not even yo. It's actually gonna hurt my head, bro. It's actually gonna hurt my head thinking about it. But basically, like, how is your own body a bomb? How is your own body a bomb? Well, I get it, but like, how is your own body a bomb that you can like transform out of, but I don't know how she controls that motherfucking thing, bro. I don't know how she controls the human decoy form or whatever the fuck that was, where she blew her head off and she was headless, and then she threw her head through the window. But there's also a cute moment in this too. There's also a pretty cute moment I want to talk about in this too. But like after this bitch blows her own head off, she throws her head through the window, right? And then and then her decapitated head cutely says boom. And then everybody in that bitch dies. Everybody in that bitch dies. But it was low key funny. That's low key a funny moment. Like I low key laughed. I did low key laugh. Very funny. Did laugh. All right. Next bullet point. Next bullet point. This time she transforms. She seems to be butt ass fucking naked, bro. Like, and there's also the thing about this transformation. This time she transforms. She seems to be butt ass fucking naked, cause I can see her cheeks while she's eating this nigga's shoulder from the back. Like she's eating this nigga's shoulder. She's eating this nigga's shoulder, and we can see while we're going up the stairwell. The camera's going up the stairwell. We can see this bitch is butt ass naked. She has her ass out. We can see her cheeks. How could we? Like, I don't know. I don't know. And she also magically gets clothes, magically gets more panties and a bra later in this shit. I think, I don't know. She gets panties later. That's what I do know. I don't know where she gets them from. I don't know how she magically gets them, but she does get them later. So that's what happens. So this devil hunter nigga ups the blicky on her and tries to shoot at her, but before he even shoots at her, he asks for permission to shoot at her for some reason. I don't even know why he does this, because the fact that he had to ask for permission, he doesn't even really end up taking the shot. Not that it would have done anything anyway, but still he could have at least tried. But but due to the fact he had to ask for permission for some weird godforsaken reason, he got his ass whooped in an instant. Like she just threw a bomb at this nigga, and then we just see his severed hand on the motherfucking floor, still attached to the motherfucking gun. So here's my fucking favorite frame in the movie. Here's my actual favorite frame in the movie. So Reese's the smoke clears. The smoke is kind of fading after she throws the bomb to blow the nigga up. And after she wait, hold on. After she blows him up, after she blows this nigga up, she steps on the gun with her bare feet. After she steps on the gun with her bare feet, we see all of her toes and all, bro. We see her toes and all. Like that single frame in the movie had me salivating. That single frame in the movie actually had me salivating. I'm down bad for Reese's feet after seeing that single frame. Just her feet her feet gently placed on the motherfucking gun, and she doesn't even move it to the last second either. That's the funniest part. She doesn't even move it to the last second either until they're actually trying to kill her. Like she has her feet placed on that gun until she knows she has to move. Like that is actually crazy. Like she is actually savage as fuck for that. But yeah, after after this fucking happens, she steps on the gun with her she steps on the gun, okay, and while stepping on the gun, which still has the severed hand attached to it, by the way, she taunts this nigga by saying, do you need permission to fire? Like, she literally says, do you need permission to fire in a taunting ass voice, bro? just because he did that stupid ass shit, bro. Like, he's getting clowned, and like, this nigga got his whole hand blown off, bro. He might be dead. After she gets done packing those two niggas up, we see her standing in front of Aki's car while this ominous ass tune plays. While this ominous ass tune plays for a second, while she holds up both heads of the hunters she just killed. So she made light work of them, bro. I'm pretty sure. And while she and while she's doing this, she basically says she doesn't want to hurt anyone unless she has to. So that's how you know this bitch is not playing around no more, bro. Like you got to take this shit seriously, bro. It's no longer a game. Actually, it's never been a game. But especially now, bro. Especially now, it's not a motherfucking game. So upon seeing this, they fucking haul ass. They hit the dash as fast as they motherfucking can. And then Reese does this big ass explosive jump and then goes downwards to catch them. She does this big ass explosive jump in the air and it's low key cinematic as fuck. And then she uses her explosive boost to catch the car. She used her explosive boosts or whatever the fuck, bro. Her explosive dashes to catch the car. And before she can break into this car, bro. Before she can even break into this car, like she's on top of the car, ready to bust into that bitch. And before she can break into the car, this doctor mask wearing ass nigga, this plague doctor mask wearing ass nigga kicks her off and then tries to kick her again from above, but she catches that shit, bro. She catches that shit, and then the ground ripples around them, and the bro, and yo, he's low key surprised she actually caught that, bro. He's low key surprised she actually caught that. And another nice moment I actually want to talk about is we get a nice ass view of her feet. We get a nice ass view of her feet as she says nice kick. Like as she says nice kick shortly, like very, very shortly after she catches the kick, we get a nice ass view of her feet. We can see her getting into the square up position. We can see her squaring the mother we can see her squaring the fuck up because after the guy kicked her, he obviously squares the fuck up because the kick is not gonna work, so maybe the hands are gonna work. But then, but then he realizes he actually reconsiders. Well, fuck my, bro. He reconsiders. Before he gets his motherfucking ass beat by her. He actually reconsiders what the fuck he's doing, and then he runs away. And then He runs away, opens this door, or maybe the door was already open, and then he actually fucking hides. He runs away and hides from this bitch. So that was a pretty funny scene in the movie. I actually did like that scene a lot, especially because we got to see Reese's feet. Like we actually got to see Reese's feet and a little bit of her cleavage. We got to see her cleavage too there, and yeah. She doesn't even follow him, bro. The funniest part is she doesn't even follow him. She just looks at this nigga while he's running away, and it's low key kind of silly as fuck. So that's why I think it's like one of the funniest scenes in the movie, personally for me. Uh, yeah, yeah. Shortly after this, she doesn't do anything to Kobeni. I'm pretty sure she just walks up to her. I don't even know, bro. But Kobeni is fine. Kobeni is fine. Is all I know. Shortly after this, she's dashing through the air using her explosive powers, and we see she finally has panties on. And this is the mythical panties I was talking about earlier. She finally has them on. She was literally fighting the gang butt ass naked this whole time, and now she magically has clothes, and it doesn't even make any motherfucking sense. She magically has clothes, and it doesn't even make any motherfucking sense. But yeah. Uh, yeah, she has panties on, and she probably has a bra on or something like that too. I'm not sure. I don't really remember, but I do remember the panties being on clearly there. This is actually one of my favorite moments in Chainsaw Man, if not my favorite moment. Okay, so Denji says every girl he meets tries to kill him, and you can low-key feel for the guy here. You can low-key relate because if you don't have the most fortunate experiences with women, you can low-key relate to what he's saying because like every girl you meet is trying to motherfucking kill you, is trying to hurt you, whether that be emotionally, physically, or whatever the fuck, you know. You can kind of relate. You can kind of relate to him. Well, not in the sense that every girl is literally trying to motherfucking kill you, or maybe you just, or maybe every girl is trying to kill you, bro. I don't know if every girl is trying to kill you. I don't know what you got going on, bro, but that sucks, bro. That really does suck. I wish a girl cared enough, bro. I wish a girl cared enough to try to kill me, but unfortunately, that's just not how life works. But anyway, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Like, actually, what am I talking about? So after they done talking and exchanging fighting words and everything else like that, they start scrapping, and this bitch Reze is giving him straight hands like she's whooping his ass. She's whooping the teddy bear stuffing out of this nigga right now. Like you, like you should have seen it, bro. Like she booms this nigga off of the car, and then he's like leaning up against this fucking wall or whatever the fuck he's leaning up against, and then she jumps off that bitch and punches him through a series of more walls. Like she is whooping the teddy bear stuffing out of this nigga, and that's not even the worst part yet. That's not even the worst part, bro. Like the worst part in which she's holding this nigga, she's just booming him repeatedly and repeatedly, bro. Like, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second here. All right, so She's giving this nigga straight hands. She punches him through the walls. And then she punches him through the walls, and then she teases his fighting skills by saying he isn't applying what he learned. Like, imagine having an evil ass bitch that bit your tongue off, whoop your ass, and and start teasing you by saying your fighting skills are trash, bro. Like, I'd be mad as fuck, bro. A bitch teasing you and saying your fighting skills are trash while whooping your ass. Like, bro, it's bad, bro. It's looking bleak, bro. It's already looking bleak. It's gonna be looking it's gonna be looking a lot more bleak in a hot second here. After Denji gets up from being blown through the walls, he thinks it's a good idea to charge at this bitch. And I'm not gonna lie, Denji gets rinsed here, like he actually gets washed. He tried to run up on her and gets he tried to run up on her and gets blown sky fucking high through a building, bro. He gets blown through the building on his way up for good measure. She zooms up to him while he's still midair. While he's midair, she zooms up to him and raises her leg all the way up on some Dragon Ball shit and turns her leg into a rocket and booms this nigga all the way down. With such force, everything in their path is destroyed. And and when they land, she still has her feet placed on his chest, bro. She still has her feet placed on this guy's chest. Like, whoa, shorty, we get it. You're a freak. We get it. You're a freak. But besides that, bro, she done left this nigga like Gojo. She left this nigga like Gojo completely in fucking half. And then picks up his body by his neck and then booms him some more. Like, she just booms him 1,000 fucking times here while she has her hand on his neck and shit. Like, that's exactly what pretty much happened. So naturally, it's looking pretty bleak for the guy. It's looking pretty bleak for him right now until Aki comes in clutch and she lets his body go to fight Aki. She lets his body go to fight Aki. And Aki, I don't know. Aki, I don't know. And yo, also another cute post evil bitch moment I want to talk about is when she thinks she can get a timeout from fighting just because she's anemic. Yo, when she thinks she can get a timeout for fighting just because she's anemic and almost naked over here, in her words. Not verbatim, but I'm just what's the word? Paraphrasing? Yeah, paraphrasing. Not verbatim, I'm just paraphrasing. She's anemic and almost naked over here. She says, so that bitch thinks she's gonna get a timeout, like, just because of that fact, bro. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna get timeout just because of that fact. Like, no, shorty, just because you're outnumbered and naked don't mean you're getting a timeout. Hell, if there was one of me while you're almost naked, you're not getting a timeout, if you know what I mean. But even if there's one of me while you're almost naked, you're not getting a timeout. Like, the fuck is you talking about, bitch? But yo, skipping to the office building fight, since it's the next fight I want to talk about, she starts styling on this nigga. She spins in the air behind him and then sidesteps and hits him in the chest. She hits this nigga in the chest and then throws him the other way and then kicks him to make him off balance again. Then she gives him 3 more kicks where that came from, with the finishing kick putting him in the motherfucking air. Like, she put him in the air with that finishing kick. But that's not all, because we're not even at the craziest part. She dashes at this nigga and hits him with the deadliest uppercut I've ever seen, sending his body flying upwards through the building. And I couldn't even believe my eyes when she started piecing this nigga up and zooming in the air at the same time while he's flying upwards. Like, someone stop her from whooping this nigga's ass. She's literally zooming in the air. What? She's zooming in the air while piecing this nigga up. It's like this shit is a Dragon Ball fight. She's zooming in the air while piecing this nigga up like this is a Dragon Ball fight. Somebody stop her. Like, yo, I really could not believe my eyes when I first saw that. Like, this is actually crazy. Alright, now onto the firework fight scene. Now onto the firework fight scene. She mushroom cloud nukes this nigga, and now they're both fighting in the air, getting swung in all different directions. It's insane. Denji hides in the shark's mouth, and Reze literally rush attacks the side of the shark, sending his body fucking flying while Denji is hiding inside of its mouth still. After they go flying and land, she asks him if he's finished, but he's not finished and he ain't done either. It seems like this is the last stand that's gonna decide the battle. He swings his chains around wildly, which normally would be a pretty unusual strategy. But despite everything, he manages to tie her and himself up with his own chains. And he also takes advantage of the fact that he's next to the water. so while both of them are tied up, he asks her, he asks her if she can still explode when she's wet, bro. And that low-key sounds freaked out as fuck, bro. Like on the first one, bro, that low-key sounds freaked out as fuck without any context. But we know the context is because he's gonna use the ocean as his advantage against her. We know the context. But if we didn't know the context, man, that might have sounded freaked out as fuck, bro. That genuinely might have sounded freaked out as fuck. But yeah, this scene was low key one of my favorite panels in the manga, if not my favorite panel in the manga. Like I just love this. I just love this this moment here. I just love this moment here. And and my favorite panel, it's my favorite panel because it's shot as they're falling. Like there's just so much emotion in that one panel, and I just love it, man. I don't really know how to describe it, but I just fuck with it so much. You know what I'm saying? And they fall into the ocean together, literally bound to each other. They fall into the ocean together. It's forbidden love if I've ever seen it before. And all the flashbacks play while they lay on the ocean floor. They lay tied up on the ocean floor, unable to really do anything. But just, think about life, you know what I'm saying? And after they wash up on the shore and everything else like that, he decides to not turn her in cause of everything they done together, showing he still has feelings for her in that way. They woke up on the shore and she has clothes on now for some reason. I literally do not know how, so don't even ask me. She has a long button-up shirt on now, and I don't even know how she got it. I don't know where they found the time to get that for her, if they did get that for her. Like, I don't really know. I really don't know, bruh. But she has it on right now, and it's not really explained. And then, shortly after this, shortly after they wake up, Reze says in response to Denji in response to Denji not turning her in, she says, "Would you would you still feel bad for not turning me in if I killed you right now?" And Denji basically says, "If I got killed, it would be by a beautiful ass bitch." Well, he didn't really say that, but like he basically said that, bro. Like he basically said that, bro. That's something he would say, like 100%. That's something he would say. Um, all right, so almost done here. Denji's answer causes her to laugh, bro. Denji's answer causes her to laugh her fucking ass off. And she has the cutest laugh here. Like, she has the cutest laughs in this movie. And that, bro, I could actually merch that she has the cutest laughs in this movie. The cutest laughs I've ever heard in this movie. And it's just great, man. It really is great. Then Reze says, "Do you really think I liked you, fuck nigga? All of my love and affection for you has been a lie. Everything and all of my emotions have been a lie this entire time." Is basically what she says. Like, it's not verbatim, but that's basically what she says, bro. And, yeah. She's gonna run away. She's gonna run away, and he wants to run away with her. He says everything was a lie, but you did teach me how to swim, right? And that low key hits hard as fuck because it's true. She did teach him how to swim, even if everything else was a lie. She did hook him up with that at least. So, it was real as fuck, bro. Even if everything else was fake, that was real as fuck. So. It hits hard, bro. That moment actually hits hard. She was walking away, but then she thinks for a second and runs up to him and hugs him very wholesomely. It looks like she's gonna kiss him, but instead she incapacitated him. Instead of kissing him, she actually incapacitated him, and then she says he should learn to be smarter. She says he should learn to be smarter, and Reze just walks off into the distance while Denji is still trying to talk to her, and and says the place he wants to meet her at. He says the place he wants to meet her at, which is the coffee cafe they met at where they first met. The coffee cafe where they first met, he basically wants to meet at that location again. And it's low key sad, bro. It's actually low key emotional. He can't even chase after her right now. Like she's just walking off, and he doesn't even know if he's gonna see her again. And this is gonna hit even harder when I explain the ending of this movie. Not explain the ending of this movie, but when I talk about the ending of this movie, it's gonna hit even fucking harder. As she's walking through the city, walking towards the meeting spot, she stops to look at this red flower that's literally all red. It's a subtle parallel to the white one Denji gave her at the start of the movie, showing how things changed between them, like the warmth of what they once had turned tragic. Um, I was watching, yo, and when she was going through the alleys and she was making her way there, I was low key scared because I already know what the fuck is gonna happen to her because I read the manga. I was scared to fucking death. I was scared to death to even finish this movie because I know exactly what's gonna happen to her. I know exactly what's gonna happen to her when she's going through the alleyway. When she's going through the alleyway. And as soon as she got to that alleyway when I was watching through the movie, I already knew it was fucking over, bro. I already knew it was a motherfucking wrap for what's about to happen to this bitch. So Makima is gonna jump the fuck out of her. Basically, what's gonna happen is Makima is gonna jump the fuck out of her, and it's not gonna be good. It is not gonna be good at all, and it's it's not gonna be good, bro. It's not gonna be good, man. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to spoil. I don't even want to spoil this for you, man. That's how bad I feel for even like. I genuinely don't even want to talk about this. I low key don't even want to believe it's real, but I can barely bring myself to say it. I can barely bring myself to say it, but she does die here. She does die here. Unfortunately, she does die here, and I wanted her to stay alive so bad. I genuinely tried to kind of put myself off from watching it, but I had to finish it. But I tried to put myself off from watching it, but I had to finish it, even though I knew she wasn't gonna survive. The ending to this movie actually made me cry. It really is that deep when you think about it. As she's dying, Reze questions why she didn't kill Denji the first time they met, which maybe suggests she was holding back because she actually liked what they had together. She actually liked seeing this nigga. Like that's the whole thing with this, bro. That's why it hits so hard. She actually liked him. She actually really liked him like that. Like I she actually really liked him like that despite saying that it was all fake and it was all a lie. She actually liked him enough to risk her own life and come back to see him. She didn't even have to do that. She didn't even have to see him again. That's why it hurts my heart so much. She didn't even have to come back to see this goofy ass nigga. Like like she didn't even have to do that. But she loved him so much that she risked everything she had. She risked her own life even though she's a wanted criminal. She risked everything she had just to come see this nigga again. And she didn't even have to, which means she truly actually loved him. And it just hurts my heart, bro. It hurts my heart to think about. When the movie ended, bro, I just sat in silence. I dead sat in silence for 10 minutes, bro. Not even 10 minutes, bro. Probably like I sat in silence for at least 13, 14 minutes and just thought about it, and I fucking cried. I cried because even though she's pure evil, nobody's gonna take that away from her. She's pure motherfucking evil, but she still has some love in her heart. She has some love in her heart, and that just showed it. That showed that she still cares. She still cares, even though she's fucked up in the head, and it just hurt my heart, bro. It really did hurt my heart seeing how she went out like that. Even though she's a wanted criminal, a wanted criminal, and she basically destroyed the motherfucking city. It still hurts, man, because she still had love in her heart despite all of those things. Despite all of the things and despite being pure evil, she still found a way to love Denji. And the fact that she never got to see him again, fucking, it yanks my heart right out of my motherfucking chest because Denji is gonna think that she's Denji is gonna think that he got fucking stood up by her. That's not what happened. She really cared enough to come back and see him. She really cared enough to come back and see him. And now she and now that didn't fucking happen, bro. That didn't happen. Bro, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I can't imagine Just fucking like, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Like it really is just such a heart wrenching scene for me that I can't even really put it into words. It really does fucking fuck up my heart just witnessing that. Even witnessing that just fucks up my heart. Beneath all the chaos, blood, and explosions, this whole movie is really just a tragic love story. Two broken people who actually found something real in each other, even if it couldn't last. It's messy, violent, emotional, but that's what makes it so beautiful. Reze and Denji's story isn't about happy endings. It's about a love that burns too bright to survive in the end. The fact that she came back for him despite knowing she could die actually made me cry. I wish I could obtain a girl this loyal. Only in my wildest dreams could I ever hope to. Only in my wildest dreams could I ever hope to obtain a girl that's as loyal as Reze. She came back for this nigga despite knowing she might die that day. That day when she's trying to meet up with him. She knows she might fucking die because she's a wanted criminal and they're fucking looking for her. But she still comes back despite that in an attempt to talk to him again. And I can only ever hope to obtain a girl that actually likes me that much, that actually loves me that much. Like, I don't know. It does break my heart. And yeah, I love Reze, bro. I love Reze. That's why I cried, bro. I love Reze. And that just broke my heart seeing that she actually cared enough to come back. Only for that to happen to her. That's a lot, bro. It's a lot.